with Bobby Telford, finishing a workout here in Iowa. Bobby, first full season doing freestyle. You've been overseas, you've competed quite a bit. How do you feel you've improved even in the last few months?
Definitely, I mean, it's day-to-day improvement, especially with the field overseas, training camp in Colorado, picking up on things, you know. Everyone's saying, hey, you're new to this style, but not really, it's wrestling. It's, you know, it's still wrestling, it's still competing every day. Just picking up little things here and there. This will be my third tour overseas.
Yeah, you went overseas
Iran.
A couple times this year already, huh?
Yeah, and then back to Krasnoyarsk. So it's you know, it's a great year, busy year. Loving it, man. Just keep it going.
What'd you take from competing in Vegas in December? You know, I guess you were third, right?
Yeah. You know, Vegas, obviously, to get out there, it's not what I want. Had a couple of good things happen, a couple of good matches. You know I got some high-powered offense out there. I know I can control the mat. I know you know what I'm up against in the country, in the world, everything like that. But you know, for me, Vegas, I don't take much from it except what I learned, and it's just another stepping stone to my goals, and I'm moving on from there.
So you've wrestled some really good wrestlers in the last few months, including Zach Ray here from our United States, our world team guy, and some foreigners that were at the World Championships and everything else. Close matches. I mean, did you pick some confidence up even with the ones that may not have gone your way, but you were battling these guys?
I don't know if confidence is the right word. I'm confident when I go in the match. I'm confident. I'm confident now, and I'm confident. That's why I'm training. You know, picking it up. People call it. You know, some people call it a feel. You know, this a little different from a foreign perspective.
Sure.
You know, just things to be aware of. You know, we got arm spun one time. That's something that you really don't see here in the States, and something to be aware of. And something that don't be afraid of. Just take a mental note that that's something that's going to be on this stage. Whether you're up, you guys got to go big, kind of deal, 4-point move, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Being aware on the edge, learning how people, switching from folk style to freestyle. There's a lot more. I wouldn't say game planning, but trickery almost. Scoring late periods, seeing how people. Mess around with these passivity points, that kind of thing. So there's definitely a lot to learn there, and that's why we're going on these tours and wrestling the top guys in the world, and because that's where we want to be. And I got a great opportunity here at the Hawkeye Wrestling Club, and it's been a great year so far, and just keeping it going.
Yeah, I talked a little with Tony and a little bit with Brent about this training facility and the coaches here and the support you have. You went to college here, but you chose to stay for freestyle. And what makes this an ideal place for you to become a champion?
Let me just say this first and foremost is that I don't. When I moved out here, when I came out here on my recruiting trip, this is kind of the place that I knew I wanted to be. More from a wrestling standpoint, but when I got here, this is a place I belong, a place where I can thrive as a person. It's I love Iowa, I love Iowa City, but I love the University of Iowa better, and I love this room better, and I love these people in this room, and that's I think a lot of people come in here. This room has a lot of history, but there's a lot of guys in this room. Tom and Terry Brands, this team, these guys in the club. Those are the guys that make this room, and that's something that draws me in. As I don't know what cliche word you want to put it in, but I'm not going to say it, but it draws me to it, and that's why this is where I belong. I truly believe this is the best workout facility in the world. Going to Russia and Iran, all that does is fortify it, and when you go to Russia and Iran and you wrestle these guys and the philosophy that's preached here from the day you walked in, and then you go out, not in the country for 5 years, and you see it applied to your wrestling, but then you go outside into whole nother, countries and worlds that you're not even, used to, or different cultures and everything, and then your same philosophy applies, and maybe is even more accentuated in how it's it's brought, bright colors brought through to you about, this is why we train like this. This is what this room is about and this program is about.
Any specific things you're really looking to do in Russia? I mean, I know you're going there to win, although that's a real difficult event. We haven't had a champ since Mako did it. Another guy who used to wrestle in this room. But besides winning matches, are there things that you're going to focus on?
I think every time you travel, it's especially for a guy like me, I'm a little bit bigger guy, so this travel coming up is something I got to get ready for. It isn't, not a mental state, but just there's always better ways to travel to kind of keep your body into it. We're going to be traveling for almost 40 hours here, so
sure,
you always can get better at little things like that, just being prepared, prep like that. Overseas, obviously, there's a whole, wouldn't say routine, maybe routine, but getting on their time, getting acclimated to where you're at, getting your workouts in, getting ready to go. So the best thing I would put it in is my match preparation. That 5-6 days before the tournament. That's always something that can be refined and tuned to be the best. Situation for me.
I'll have a great performance over there. We'll be following you, and should be fun. Are you looking forward to wrestling in Carvel Hawkeye Arena again
always,
at the trials?
Always. Carvel Hawkeye Arena, second time around here for the Olympic trials, and there's a lot of buzz about it. And there's a lot of buzz from people around the Iowa wrestling community, but just around the community around here. It's the Olympic trials. It's time where the whole country comes together for a common goal, and to have it here, right here in our backyard. I mean, it's the best place in America for it to be.
Outstanding. Thanks so much, Bobby. Appreciate it, man.